Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Watchmen, Season 1, Episode 2. So, there's a crazy world in this new show that I'm still trying to learn what it's about and everything, but we have, I just realized, I'm paused on the first frame, which is Angela in school. I'm guessing it might be a little bit of a recap or something. Um, but it says her name on the board on the back. I didn't notice that. It probably said that last episode. Anyway, distractions aside, actually, before we get talking about the show, I want to mention a couple things really quick here. I hurt my neck between like last week and this week, so it's been really sore the past like 3 days. I just took some more ibuprofen, and the ibuprofen has been helping. It hasn't been too sore, but if you see me like adjust my sitting and then have like a moan of pain, that's why. It's fine. It's just a bit of a sore neck. So, also my dog is sleeping in the corner of my room. So if you hear snoring or snorting, it's probably her. She's a little Boston Terrier that sounds like a goddamn pig. So, if you're wondering what that is, it's probably her. So, but yeah, this show, crazy. It seems like it's some kind of alternate version of what our world could have turned into. And I'm wondering if it is like something where in Tulsa 1921, some event took place that took place differently than it did for us, and it caused this divergence in like the timeline. But then there's like people dressing up as superheroes, but we haven't seen any superpowers yet. But then there's also the raining squids, and like they talked about trans-dimensional attacks. Granted, I don't know if that was him like, are you a believer? Because he said like, are you a believer in trans-dimensional attacks? And it's like, well, it seems like you might be getting them with Squid Rain. I don't know, but it could just be like him wondering like, do you believe in conspiracy theories? Kind of thing is how I took it, but yeah, there's a lot of weird things in the show, a lot of things I'm catching up with, and I'm really interested to see going forward what it ends up being, because we have these two factions going at it, but it also feels like the police aren't like, I got bad vibes from Judd, and then for some reason that kid in the beginning who seemed to be all about justice was there where Judd was hung at the end of the episode. So does that mean the side, the group faction that killed Judd is good and the police are actually bad, or is it all bad? Or I don't know. It's crazy. But let's just watch the episode and see what happens, shall we? All right, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Oh, quite literally. I forgot he said that earlier in the episode and then died. It is your funeral. Then there was this. Alright. He has the page with him. Ah, HBO. Yes, I watched all the recap. I'm sure you know by now. It's easier to sync starting from 0. Oh, are we back in time again? Oh. Okay, need a translator for something? Interesting framing. Hmm. Interesting. Trying to win over some of the troops. Ah. Jeez. Well. Hmm. Wait, so was that guy? Or... Oh. Wait, is that the... So that's what he has with him. Interesting. So that was his dad that got the note, and then his son read it. Are the Germans gonna be a good guys this time in the story? That'd be wild. It could also just be propaganda to try to win the war, right? Martial feats of Comanche horsemen. I don't even know if I read that right. It's always funny when people just use, like, cups like that have had stuff in it and they just dump it out. It's like, they don't give two shits. I'd be like, there's a bunch of pencil shavings in this. Hmm. Definitely seems like there's still racial tensions in the world, but it doesn't seem like as bad as it was back then. So I wonder what the guy's goal is that has that paper. Like, it doesn't feel as convincing these days, right? I'm gonna put my leather on. Oh. That's why she didn't care about the coat. Oh my god. It's gonna be hot. $105. Wait, what? Is that... Is that like a superhero from TV in this world? Or is that a real thing? I felt it. We didn't get a name before, did we? Or maybe we did and I missed it. That's very possible. We do now. If that's his real name. Just kidding. Was that her playing? Is that her finding out about Judd's death and pretending she wasn't there at the scene first? Okay. Oh. Man, he drank every last drop. Nothing even came out of that. Use a DNA or whatever. Oh shit. I know that actor. He's in Burn Notice, isn't he? I rewatched Burn Notice a while ago, but not too long ago. Man, I missed what that newspaper said. That was my bad. I was just kind of spacing out watching. I'll go back and look after this. wrote down the time in the episode too, so that way I can find it easier. What is this? I'm not even gonna ask, okay. What a thing. Damn. He tried to pull out the rope. What does it matter? When he wiped his nose. Glass. I don't think we got his name last time either. What the fuck? Jesus. That's crazy. Scare? I assumed he was red. Unless he has two names. Those things that let them fly is crazy, though. Oops. Never too old to be excited about Christmas gifts. Oh. She might have found a way to stop him. I think it's gonna work. She's more jumpy. Or there really is someone. Shit! Shit! Nice. Legit fire in that room. Turning out those lights did nothing. Jeez. Jeez! Wait, so is this when she was a cop and they, like, before they wore masks? And she said she got shot, right? Or is this present? It felt like it was a jump back. Also, last we saw was September, right? So it shouldn't be December already. Yep, okay, there's Judd. It was before. Or somehow Judd's alive. I was gonna say something happened to him. This is why they start wearing masks. Jeez. Damn. I think they mentioned Topher last episode, didn't they? But I didn't write it down, so maybe I'm wrong. I like seeing people cry. Sorry. It's so weird because, like, even before I suspected something up with this guy, even before Will told us there was something up with this guy, but, like, I can almost, like, feel it, like, even though it almost seems like it could be genuine, I don't know. Back then, it doesn't feel like it to me. Oh, his name is Red Scare, subtitles just told me, so... They called him Red before, this time they called him Scare. It wasn't one or the other, it's both. Man, so excited to, like, learn more. Man, they're just taking everyone in? Well, I think they're about to fight. Well, not a good way to handle things. There needs to be, like, contingencies for if the captain goes. How is, like, no one else be able to, like... How is Red Scare controlling things right now? Nice moves. I guess, along with it being an aspect of the story, being in masks the way they are makes it easy to have doubles and stuff for some good choreography. They could just slap anyone in that suit and make him do flips and kicks. She gonna start researching that? She have some connections. Huh. Oh, they have freaking holograms! In some ways, the technology is similar to what we have, but also, like, a little bit more advanced, it feels like. Oh. Gonna try to use his DNA. That's this. You got your sorry, now you want handouts or whatever signs they're holding in the front. So they just ignored. There's something ominous about the person standing behind her, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay. I mean, he is a descendant, right? What? Bobby Singer! Hmm. So she adopted his kids? Well, so it seems like he's not for all this. Hmm. Man, she tells him stuff, huh? They keep saying that. Huh. Is he a person or is he a show or something? Like, it'd be like saying Superman can look like an alien, and then someone would be like, no, he can't. But it's also weird that they always mention where he is, right? I guess it's relevant because he couldn't do it, right? I don't know. Dr. Manhattan isn't someone from our world, right? Like, some kind of comic or superhero that I just don't know of. Not like a real reference I should be understanding. I think it's a reference for them in this world. Also, if he can't look human, that means that they're aware of aliens in this world, if he is real. That's cool. That is crazy, actually. I didn't realize the kid was doing it. Seems smart. Whoa, that's even crazier! Damn! It's floating. How's it floating? Oh, I guess it's like reverse magnetism. That's right, Tophers are... Okay. Oh, she took in... At least one of the kids she took in was the kid that hid in the closet when her... Okay. During that attack, he must have lost his parents, and she took him in. Wow. Damn. Yeah, it's like when you put like the same poles of a magnet together and they like push against each other. I think that's kind of what was keeping it hovering. It looked like there was like a metal plate on the floor. That's crazy though. Oh. Uh. He wears it even in his home? They even wear it where they're working? They have it on while Topher is there. American Heroes. Jeez. They warn kids not to watch the American Hero story? What? Alien invasion is just a radio hoax? This show is crazy, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I mean, I'm piecing things together, but then they like throw in a whole nother story of like, jeez. Oh shit, so is this Ralph Muller? The strong man? Oh, this is one of the Minutemen, right? I think? I think his outfit for the poster is a bit more emphasized. Maybe it's not who I'm thinking of. Jeez. Oh. Jeez. A little much. Oh my god, he's just murder. Hmm. It's like a... Damn. Okay. Interesting. So is that a little bit of the American Hero story? Is that what we cut into there when we saw that starting? So it's almost like he had a second personality that came out more when he put the mask on. Hmm. Uh-oh. She just overworking herself? Hmm. Oh shit, that was a play? I didn't pick up on that at all. Well done. Oh, those are cool. I like the lighting on that. So is she investigating? They're like X-ray glasses. It's crazy. Oh, what is that? He's not Ralph Muller, is he? That we are just starting to see the story about? Are we about to, like, reveal that? Oh, never mind. That is not... Holy shit. That is a skeleton in his closet indeed. Yep. Jesus. Yeah, I saw that reflection and I knew what it was instantly. Okay. Well. So was he Guess we need to go back and have a talk with Will, right? This guy again. Who are you? What do you have to do with the story? Bucephalus! That's the name of Alexander the Great's horse in Fate. It's an anime, if you haven't seen it. Bucephalus! Why'd you waste it? Wait, why is this happening again? There's no way it's been a year, right? Like, wasn't it his birthday before and that's why he had that cake? And he never eats it. Why do they make it? Does he just request cake every night? Why am I so fixated on the cake? It's such a waste. I want a slice. It looks good. Oh. Wait, is that the same watch? Oh. This is part of the play. Okay. Why is their face covered? Yep, right. I appear to be locked in. Real emotion. Hmm. Uh, that looks real. Is that real? Did they just kill this guy for its play? What? Dr. Manhattan? Alright. Oh, there it is. Now he has to go to Mars. Okay, so was that a fake? No, well, that is him. Wait, what? They talked about Dr. Manhattan being able to make copies. What is going on? You gonna take the watch back? Ugh. Well, the new Mr. Phillips will have to get that fixed, and we'll have to replay it again. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to, like, go watch a reaction to the first couple episodes of this now, after I finish this one, and just see what other people say. I love it. It's crazy and wacky, and, like, I don't know what's going on. I just hope I'm not the only one that's confused. I hope this is a normal feeling, and I'm not just missing things that I should understand. But he literally did. Oh, she took it. That's true. Oh. Uh-oh. Friends in high places. Oh. He knew exactly when she was gonna do it? Descendants. Oh, shit. Wow. Damn. Okay. Okay. How did he know exactly when they were gonna call? "105 years old." No exception even for family, I guess. Oh, shit, what is that? Friends in high places. Quite literally high places! Really? What is that? Jeez. Almost just took her out. Well, hey, that's my car. Did he leave the paper? Yeah. Boy. Kind of reminds me of the guy that typed that, right? Or had it typed, kept saying boy, right? Watch over this boy. Could that not be a note from the father, but be a note from that guy? I don't know. Well, damn. That is it, guys, for episode 2. This show's crazy. Okay, first things first, we're gonna go back to about 11:32-ish. Around here, we see the newspaper in the truck, and we can read what it says here in a second. Global squid falls baffle scientists. Okay, so interesting. I guess it's just they still don't know what it really is, I guess. Now, is this current? Can I see Saturday? I think it says 2019 on that paper, so it is still current. I was wondering if that's like, was that the first time that's... There's no way that's the first time that happened because they were so casual about it. But I guess it's just after the event, after Squid Falls came again, they were like, we're going to post again saying, we still don't know why this is happening, kind of thing. So, interesting. Alright, I just wanted to go back and look at that real fast. But, okay, so we have... I'm more convinced now. I was going to try to look up, like, Dr. Manhattan and see if there's, like, a character that exists in our world called that, but I'm more convinced after we saw that play being put on that it's not anything I've heard of. So if there is a Dr. Manhattan in our world, it's some way underground shit that I just never even heard of. I feel like, anyway. But we started off with the Germans writing a note to the colored people of the U.S. Army saying, you're treated like shit, why don't you give us a chance, trying to, like, convert people to their side. It seemed like Will's father held on to that piece of paper, realized he was being treated like shit, and for whatever reason, he handed it off to his son and told him to look after it. Is it possible that Will's father started some kind of movement with that piece of paper to try and get the people of Tulsa to go join the Germans, maybe? And maybe the government wiped them out or something because they didn't want that happening, and that was the Tulsa Massacre. It's just a theory, right? But on that note, the Tulsa Massacre was apparently something that no one acknowledged. Like, it was an event in our past that people just refused to talk about, right? And until Redford became president, from what I understand, and then Redford seemed to have acknowledged the incident, which is what kind of split the country into, like, the people who are for Redford and what he's done, and the people who are against Redford, who thinks it should, like, not be talked about. And it's very cultural relevant, which is kind of interesting because the show came out... I guess, no, maybe it was going on when the show came out. It probably was, but I know there was, like, a thing recently where, I don't know a lot about it. I never really looked a lot into it, so I don't want to speak from ignorance. So, basically, I'm pretty sure there was something within the past, like, 3-4 years, that took place where people were wanting to, like, money for what happened in the past with slavery and everything, right? Like, I think it was something to do with that. Now, like I said, I never really looked into it too much, so I don't want to say too much about it for what happened in our world, but it's interesting that it's being brought up in the show, potentially around the time that it was happening in in our world. So I wonder if this was like a little bit of commentary on it. But you can see like the people holding the signs saying like, you know, you got your sorry, now you want more kind of thing. Like, is essentially what they were saying. Um, and I'm guessing based off the way that I don't know what his name is in this show. I mean, he goes by Bobby Singer in a lot of shows, so it could just be that again. But the way Bobby Singer spoke about it and said like you're really enjoying those Redfordations or whatever he said, right? So I'm assuming the Redfordations is like the money handouts that the government gave to, and we also had like Will being a descendant of the Tulsa massacre and all that being like uh being able to get money through that, right? Because he mentioned like you're eligible for compensation or whatever they said in that call to Angela. So, from what I'm understanding, Tulsa Massacre happened. Everyone ignored it for a long time. Redford became president, acknowledged that it happened, and then, like, passed some kind of law or something giving the survivors of that massacre some money. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people like it. It split the country. So, definitely interesting in the way that all worked out. That's probably like the most I understand out of like any storyline. I have no idea what's going on with the guy, like the British guy or whatever he is, putting on those plays. It seems like he has clones. I don't know. That's like the first sign. Like, we have fancy technology, right? So maybe cloning is in the world and it's just a technology. Or is Dr. Manhattan, like, real, and is that guy Dr. Manhattan or something like that, and is able to make clones of these people? Because that was all the same people, the same guy and the same girl there, right? That were all those extras, like, playing music and everything. Like, I think it was, anyway. And, like, saying you'll be the new Mr. Phillip, and they just had no problem killing that one. So, I don't know. It's interesting, and he was putting on this play about Dr. Manhattan, so is he, I have no idea what's going on there, but I'm sure we'll learn more as the episodes pass. But Will is the the grandfather of Angela. Her parents told him nothing about him, and he has friends in high places, quite literally, because she tried to arrest him, and I guess he had a contingency for that, and was like, if you see her take me out of here and put me in her car, come pick me up with your giant magnet. Crazy. So many things. You can definitely tell the cops aren't all good, right? Because we have people like Red Scare, who's inciting people to just go and fight, right? Like, he basically just wanted that fight, and I feel like the police force really failed in this regard, where there should be someone next in line in case something happens to the chief, because you're a cop, anything could happen, you could die on the job at any point, so there really should have been someone that was, like, ready to take charge, because, like, what happened there, like, is just gonna incite more violence and more hate, right? Them just going there and arresting every single person. And when they resisted, beating the shit out of them. It's like, not good. And then we have the reveal, you know, like, Will came in the story and was like, Judd has skeletons in his closet, and quite literally has a KKK outfit in his closet. Now, she said it was really easy to find. Are you setting him up? So I guess, even though I get bad vibes from Judd, I need to give him the benefit of the doubt and be like, it could be possible he's setting him up, but I trust Will more than I trust Judd. I have a feeling that he just was confident that no one would be allowed to search his room as long as he's alive, and now that he's dead, he wasn't there to stop someone from searching it, and maybe that's why it wasn't that hidden. But you would think he'd know that the technology, those, like, X-ray glasses or whatever she has, exist, so you'd think he'd hide that stuff better. But maybe it's, like, a little bit of ego keeping it, like, not out in the open, but a little bit more vulnerable of a position, is just him, like, in a way showing it off without showing it off, right? Maybe that's a weird thing to say, but... we also learned about the White Knight attack, which is the night that it seems like... I don't know if it's the first time the cavalry showed up, but the cavalry had a mass attack where 40 homes got attacked at once, and a bunch of police died. Topher seems to be the son of one of the cops that got attacked and died. I was wondering, because I recognized the name Topher, but I couldn't remember where I heard it. Like, I mean, I know I heard it in the first episode, right? But I couldn't remember what it was, like, who it was referring to, but it was referring to the kid. I get it now. Or I got it once we saw the kid. She called him Topher. But yeah, so he was one of the survivors. Now, he said Topher took him and his little sister, I think. So does that mean one of those two girls is Topher's brother? But then who's the other girl? And what's the relation Bobby Singer to them? Like, is it grandfather or something? Maybe like it's the Bobby Singer is like the father of the cop that died and wants to see his grandkids kind of thing. But also, like, why does she have to pay him? Is she, like, paying him so that way she can keep custody, or is she just giving him money so that way he goes away and stops requesting to visit for a little bit? I don't know. But certainly interesting. And now we had a little bit, I think that was the American Horror Story. I mean, not horror. American Hero Story, right? I think that's what we saw a little bit of with Ralph Muller, I think is the name, if I got that right. A circus strongman gone superhero where he, like, had this anger within him that he was able to release while he had the mask on, and it almost became like another persona for him, which doesn't seem like a hero to me. Like, don't get me wrong, it seems like he channeled it for justice, but the fact that he just beat people to, like, there's no way that guy lived, right? Like, he didn't just, like, subdue them and arrest them. He beat people to death for the things they've done. It's like, god damn. But we only got, like, a bit of that, so I wonder if we'll learn more. I think I'm gonna go watch a reaction to the first 2 episodes now that I finished this one, and I want to see, like, or maybe I'll just look back at episode 1. I want to see the poster of the Minutemen again. I'm wondering if Ralph Muller is one of the Minutemen, or if that was just, like, a different story that we were seeing. But yeah. Huh. We have those, like, I know I talked a lot about the technology in this world being a bit more advanced than what we have now. Different in some ways, but definitely seems generally more advanced with, like, the X-ray glasses. These, like, hover ships that they have are pretty crazy. The Moths, I think they called them, which are, like, these news reporters or something like that, trying to capture, like, a news story using these, like, moth-like backpacks that let them fly is wild. But man, I wonder, like, was it the Tulsa massacre that caused the world to become like this, or was it before 1921 was the world already weird and different, right? That's what I'm kind of curious on too. But man, all right. Very interesting story. I think I definitely understand what's going on a little bit more than I did last episode, because I feel like the whole Redford Tulsa incident, I feel like all that, like, those dots have been connected a little bit more here. And now I understand, like, why, or, well, I don't understand why Will's here, but, like, I get that that's his granddaughter, so he wants to see his granddaughter. I get, like, the basics of it. So, I just feel like things are, like, locking into place already in episode 2, so hopefully as we go on, we'll understand what's going on with that, the one dude that's putting on those plays, and, like, now we have the American hero story going on, and whatever that is going to be telling us, and some of these little things I'm starting to I'm still confused on. I'm sure will be pieced together later. So crazy stuff. Great show though. I know I've been like being like, what is going on? I don't understand it, but I like being this confused because sometimes shows are a little predictable that I watch, especially some live action ones. They follow a pattern where you can be like, oh, this is probably going to happen because this is how shows are written. And this one, it's so crazy and different that I really don't know what's coming next and stuff like that. So, like, is Will part of the cavalry? Is the cavalry actually bad? Or maybe Will is on the side of good, but the police are run by people that are also embedded with the cavalry, and the cavalry is bad, and the police are kind of bad, but maybe not all of them. But he's part of like a third faction, and like, it's that third faction Nazis? I don't know. Because of that note, what's going on? I guess we'll find out. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon. I watched these show. This was a Patreon show, meaning that I watched the entire show on my Patreon before releasing it to YouTube. So if you want to see the rest of Watchmen right now, check that out. Links in the description below. Should be popping up on the screen. And then my other shows on my channel also have early access. Not for this one, but because it's part of the Patreon show tier. But the early access tier, my other shows, you can get 2 episodes ahead of time. So if you want to check that out as well, it's a good way to watch some of my stuff ahead. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.